We're gonna go ahead and hook this back up again. You know, it might have been a fluke thing, but that's why I'm gonna tell the customer, hey, here's what I found. What would you like to do? The switch, I'm sure, is not too horribly expensive. So we'll just recommend that and let him make the decision of which one he wants to do. Simple as that. So the oil that kind of tends to drip is another reason why I put it inside this little container here. Just labeled it however. And then I just throw this back in my toolbox. It's, like I said, it's generic, but it works. Okay, so we went ahead and unhooked the ground cable over there. Enters 12 volt battery capacity, standard battery, accurate test, cold cranking amps. This one has cold cranking amps of 540. Enter, testing. Great, it says 13.65 volts. Cold cranking amps tested in at 557. The internal resistance is 5.01 mega ohms. That's it. So you can do startup load, max load. This is just a generic one I got on eBay. It works. I mean, these guys basically copy everybody else's stuff. So we'll go ahead and hook that back up. I'm gonna probably spray a little bit of cleaner on this battery here. That way it's got some protection on it, and we'll wipe some of this oil off. It looks like it's kind of gotten a little bit of everywhere in here. If you can rotate that, it's too loose. That one's upside down, looks like. So we have a sync controller here, and sync is the same thing as Nexus and Evolution. These are not the most friendliest books in the world. So come over here in troubleshooting flow charts, which there's all kinds of different ones. Shutdown alarm during crank or run or start. And basically we have test 61, check oil pressure switch, and wire 86. So we look for test 61, which I would have put the page number to go to there, but they don't do that. This book's much better than it was, but the layout sucks. So they want you to go into the digital section and look to see that it switches from a 1 to a 0. Normal operating pressure is 35 to 40, which ours is higher than that. Looks like we still have a little bit of drippage going on here. Sometimes you're better off just to run a little bit of engine degreaser on this thing, get this crap sprayed off, otherwise it tends to drip later. Let's undo that. See how it just changed? Went from 0 to 1. Starts out in a closed position. So closing it, there's a 1, remove it, goes away. So you can do the same thing by running the machine. There's closed, open, closed. So that's fairly tight, no problems there. And like I said, if it was loose, it wouldn't be an issue. Let's go ahead and start it. Back to number 1. Well guys, that's going to be a simple troubleshooting procedure here on one of the Generac generators. This is not a very common issue that I've had. Basically, it's just a regular oil pressure switch that's normally grounded when it's not running. It opens up from ground when it is running. It verified that we had pressure there with the oil pressure gauge. We went ahead and checked other things like the battery, got that all cleaned up. Still need to check this air filter real quick. You know, it's the little dumb things that cause problems down the road. So you want to make sure you always check all these other things out to make sure that you're not missing anything. It's going to create other issues down the road. So got a little bit of oil in that one little pocket, which could be condensation. Like I've said in the past, these have a tendency, see how that's completely smashed down? You want to raise that just a touch so that just clears it just a touch, because what'll happen is when this is really super cold, it'll freeze in place, and this is just a lightweight little solenoid. I mean, it's very lightweight. I do that to pretty much all of them, and that basically helps it start in the winter. So if you watch when it tries to start, watch what it does when it chokes. So yeah, you see a little blowback through the breather there, which That's not too uncommon, unfortunately. You can see the condensation from starting to stopping. That's another reason why I like the generator when it's going to run full bore and not in that stupid test mode. I know the theory behind it is to save money. Honestly, it's for the environmentalists out there, so that they're happy, because you know they want to get rid of all combustion engines, airplanes, cows, meat, anything else that makes life enjoyable. So basically they put this little gimmicks on there to satisfy them, to make EPA happy. So anyhow, that wraps that thing up, guys. I'm gonna blow this thing out with my little blower, and then we'll call this thing a day. All right, so that's a little cleaner. All right, guys, like I said, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more like it, make sure you subscribe. If you guys got some value out of the video, smash the thumbs button. And until next time, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.